G'day friends, and welcome to our Anything Goes Saturday. I sort of had to think what I was doing then. So this is where Robbie and I share or create with anything we have in our stash. And today we're going to be playing with stencils and using a couple of different colours on the stencils. So I've got an old stencil here from Stamping Up. I don't know what it was called or what the set was called, but this is what we're going to be using. I've got my Altenew sticky mat, and we'll just grab our kit. And our piece of cardstock, eh? So we've got basic white smooth from Paper Rose, and this is the charcoal black smooth from Paper Rose as well. Now I've got two different sizes of the white, and we want the smallest, eh? So we're just going to stick this down. I'll just line it up with the grid lines, stick that down, then we'll grab our stencil and we're going to stick that, no we're not, we're going to mask off a bit first, and I want to go this way. Do I want to go that way? Yes, we're going to go this way. Okay. So I'm just going to make sure that's nice and straight again. And we're going to grab some masking tape. I'm hoping that this is long enough. I've already used this before, but it's just not going to be long enough, I don't think. But I saved it and thought we could use it on this one. So fingers crossed. Yeah. Okay. Now I have, as I mentioned, I have used it before, and I did take a lot of the sticky bit off it. Okay. So that it's a lot easier to remove once we've done our stenciling. Then we're going to put our stencil this way. And we're just going to stick that down flat like that. Okay. Then we're going to bring in our colours. Now we're going to use three colours. These are the mini ink cubes from Paper Rose, and I've had them for a while. We're going to use the purple, the teal, and the yellow. Yeah, okay. And what we're going to do is randomly ink or blend the colour over the stencil. We're not going to do just the one colour. I thought it'd be fun to do a couple of colours and see how it goes. Okay. So I'm just randomly blending colour over the top. Put a little bit down here. And we might put a little bit up the top here, eh? Just along the top. I'm not being too specific, I'm just randomly doing it. And I'm not going to even worry about if colours bleed into each other or blend into each other. Put one more here. and that's done. Before we go on any further, we're going to grab a rag, and I'm just going to wipe over the top of the stencil, just so that it's nice and clean for our next colour. Okay, then I think we'll use the teal colour. This is a pretty colour, this. And I am going into the purple just a little bit, but not too much. I don't want a big wide area between the two colours. And we'll put a little bit down here, and we'll do a little bit just here, right? Now you can do this with any of your stencils that you have. I'm just going to put a little bit here. It doesn't have to be this pattern. Okie dokie. And then we're going to finish it off with the yellow. I didn't clean my stencil then because I noticed the colour there changing. Don't stress too much if you forget. Just means you'll may have a different colour. And again, oh, there's my stencil broken there, look at that. That's okay. I won't worry about that. I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. And I think that looks pretty good. So before I remove it completely, I'm just going to clean it off. I have to see if I can fix that somehow. Move that out of the way so it doesn't contaminate anything, especially our white cardstock. Move those out of the way. Then we are carefully going to remove our masking tape, and hopefully we should have a nice straight line. It's very pretty actually, the colours are really pretty and vibrant, which is why I picked the colours. I like that. Don't throw your tape away, put it aside and use it for something else. Then we can remove this. And we are then going to stamp a sentiment smack bang in the middle of that white area, eh? And to do that, we're going to bring in our Misty, because I want this nice and straight. I'm just going to do it landscape way. Okay, now we've got the Simply Said stamp set, and we're going to use the Happy Birthday. There is a couple of different sentiments in here, or well, different ones, fonts I meant, and we're just going to use this one. So we'll place this where we want it, smack bang there, making sure it is really nice and straight. And that looks pretty straight to me. let's ink this up with Memento Tuxedo Black. And the beauty about the Misty too is you can do it a couple of times and you know you are going to get it straight each time. I'm just using my rag to go over that sentiment. Actually, I don't think we'll do that again. Look at that. That's pretty good. Put that aside there like that. Excuse me. We're then going to stick this to a piece of charcoal black cardstock, smooth cardstock. Making sure we actually have the small piece. Yep. And just put that on there like that. Gently smooth it down so that it sticks nicely. I'm liking those. I'm liking that pattern too, actually. And we'll grab our basic white smooth base card. Grab our bone folder, since I did have it here. And we're going to stick this to the front. It's really pretty, hey? I'm liking that. I will have a link to Robbie's project in the description below, as well as a supply list of what I've used to create our card today. So be sure to click on that to see what Robbie has created. Now that is our front. I've got a piece of white cardstock here. We're going to grab our what do you call it, stencil again, and I'm not even going to ink this up. All I'm going to do is randomly, I might do the blue, ink what's left on our brush over the top, eh? And that's it. Very faint, but it just, you've got to have matchy-matchy for your inside card and envelope. And I'm just doing the same thing for the envelope as well. Just like that. Okay. Then we'll stick this to another piece of charcoal black. And we'll put this on, on the inside of our card while we're doing all this. Again, leaving a nice black border showing around the edge. And then we'll put this to the inside of our card. This is actually the card we created in our class yesterday too. And it's actually taken from our sketch layout of the month that Robbie and I send out in our newsletters each week with a tutorial. So you get probably 4 or 5 different ideas on how to use the one layout, okay? and the link to subscribe to our newsletter is below. And if you go over to Robbie's blog or YouTube channel, she'll also have a link for hers as well. Now, I have pre-done a couple of things that we're going to put onto our card. Using, what I did was, I've used the Altenew Spring Daisy stamps and dies, and it's this one here, this leaf, and this image here. Then I coloured them with Copics. I'll have the list below, and I've die cut it with the matching dies. Okie dokie, so that's what I've used to do my card. And this is our flower here, our daisy, and I'm thinking we might just put that there. We're going to pop that up. Actually, you know what I think we might do? Let's grab Wink and let's add a little bit of what do you call it? Wink to the top, shimmer to the top of our daisy, eh? I'm not doing a lot. In fact, I'm barely touching it, but I do know that this is a new one, so I don't want to press it too hard so that it just squirts everywhere. And I think that'll do us. So we're going to pop this up. Scissors. And I've probably used more than what we need, but doesn't matter. What have I done here? Oh. And we've got this little one here, so we may as well use it as well. And we'll put that smack bang in the middle, eh? Except I can't get the top of here. I'm just going to put that down just that little bit lower. And on a slight angle as well. Now I've got this little one. I haven't coloured it. Don't even know what it's called. But I thought we might just leave that just like that, eh? Just uncoloured, black and white. Just for a little bit of a different look. And we'll put that about there. And we will pop our leaves you know what, if I can, no, I'm just going to chop this off here. Going to see that anyhow, so we'll pop that just there, and we might pop that right there. I want them underneath a bit further, so it's a bit better. And we'll chop this off a little bit. It's only because I've stuck the dimensionals towards the top, that's all. I just don't want the leaves poking out as much. That's better. Let's do that, eh? And we'll pop these up too, eh? You know what, I think we just might need the one leaf. Let's leave that as is. Then to finish it off, we're going to bring in some clear sequins, okay? They're crystal sequins, and we're just going to randomly add them to our card. Oh, now can I remove that? Don't do that, just, and I didn't even press the bottle either actually. I think that should be okay. These are really pretty, really pretty. I'll put a big one there to cover that blob up. Little one there. You can hardly see them, but they do sparkle really nicely. And once that glue dries, which it dries clear, whoops, I plunked that right down and smack bang in the middle then. Well, I dropped it. Once that glue dries, you won't see it actually. It'll be, I might put a big one down here, eh? And then I just tip them back in the jar. I'll just grab this. I'm just going to press these down. Oops. What's happened here? Didn't stick down for some reason. So let's see. We might have to get another one. I'll just hold that for a couple of seconds. And that is our card for today. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I do have another one that I'll show you, which is where I took my inspiration from, as well as using the sketch layout of the month. That's it there. That's the one we've just done, and that's the one I did the other day. Okay, it's got no flowers or anything on it. I just kept it like that, and all exactly the same, except for the stencil, and this one's going portrait and that one is landscape. And I did the same thing for the insides as what I've done today. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that, and all the supply list and Robbie's link is down below in the description. And if you want this the sketch layout of the month, be sure to subscribe to our newsletters as well. Okay, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it, and enjoy your day. See ya. Hooray.